Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel, and today we are playing more epic Punic Wars. Been joined again by Robin, who's going to still be taking the command of the Romans. I will be playing the Carthaginians, and today we are going to be playing the second scenario from the sort of the general scenarios in the Hail Caesar rulebook, which is an approach battle. So as you can see, we have set up a slightly different looking table to before. Again, it's that thing about not overdoing the scenery because we've got quite a few more miniatures now. But we have this nice sort of road that leads off into a bit of a valley over there. We have our small settlement and various copse of trees and some high ground. Today, we've slightly amended the army lists that we used before. We have only added one unit into the entire game, so we're using exactly the same number of models plus one unit. But what we have decided to do is we have upgraded the units and we've increased the points just to see how things play a little bit differently. And we haven't swapped around because we thought now we're a little bit more in tune with how the armies play after last time, and hopefully we won't forget as many rules this time. We essentially wanted to have another go. Okay, so today's battle, one side will begin deployed on the table, which will be myself as the Carthaginians, and the opposing side moves on from the opposite edge. The Romans will be coming over the hill there, like the monster they are. Again, we're somewhere in Sicily at some point. We're still just playing with 3 divisions aside. So the side that begins deployed must place the entire force on the table and no closer than 12 inches to the middle of the table. So essentially I've got a 12-inch deployment zone. Skirmishers and light infantry in open order can deploy onto any area of woodland in my own side of the table, so in my own half. And there are some little areas of woodland where I might go and stick some skirmishers to annoy Robin. The side that moves onto the table does so in the first turn of the game. The player brings on each division in its entirety, one division at a time. In the command part of the turn, each division can enter at any point along his own table edge. So Robin's got that, quite a vast area to bring his troops on. To bring a division on, the player must give the whole division an order to move onto the battlefield and must make a normal, unmodified test against the commander's leadership rating. If passed, all the units can make one move onto the table but cannot move further that turn. So, light cavalry go 12 inches, infantry would go 6. If the test is failed, all the units can still move onto the table, but they are limited in its entirety to 6 inches. If he blunders, the unit doesn't come on at all and then attempts to come on again in another turn. What we can do in this battle, and I think we're going to do, aren't we, Robin?
Definitely.
We can, either side can retain one division off the table during the first turn and bring it onto the table in turn 2 in the same way as described previously. In this case, troops can be brought onto the table at any point along the player's own table edge or at any point along either side edge of the player's side. So we're going to be able to come in up to 24 inches up the side. But we can't enter within 6 inches of an enemy unit. So, Robin doesn't need to tell me which unit he's keeping off because he'll be moving them on. I think really it's probably just best to get deployed. So I will get the Carthaginians down and I'll explain what we've done to the armies. Okay, so I have deployed and I have put 2 divisions down onto the table and I'm keeping 1 in reserve. So the divisions I have put down on the table, and I'll sort of run through what we have. We have the General's Division, which is over here. Now this is the same division as you would have seen in the last game. We have the General himself down here. Now I have paid an extra 25 points to upgrade him to a leadership rating command value of 9. Now it's interesting because the Romans don't have that option, whereas the Carthaginians, you can spend 25 points and get that definite, high leadership. So you're able to command your troops better. Remember before the battle, not the Roman, well I suppose you are playing the Roman, but Robin needs to roll to see what the quality of his general is. His commanders are all at leadership 8, but his general might end up better or worse. Anyway, back to this division, we have the commander, the general of the army there, of leadership 9. We have some Numidian javelinmen there that are hiding in the trees. We have an elephant unit. We have some slingers here that are just hanging out in town. This counts as just a built-up area that can hold 2 units. We have 2 units of British? What is wrong with me? Of Spanish Scutari, and we have 1 unit of Libyan infantry, which I have now upgraded to be veterans.
And we need to remember that these have Pila as well.
Yes, they do. These guys have Pila, which we forgot in the last game. So that'll be something that we definitely have to remember, because you get that on every unit. Yep. So I definitely want that this time. These guys here have taken the veteran upgrade for 7 points per unit, so there's some in one of the other divisions. That gives them access to the phalanx rule and elite as well. Over here in this division, I've got some skirmishing archers, I have an elephant, we have some javelins, 1 unit of Spanish Scutari, and 2 units of citizen infantry, which again, historically probably weren't here, but for the sake of this game and the points, they are. And we have just a normal commander there. My division that is off the board has got a couple of units of cavalry, some Spanish Scutari, and another unit of veteran Libyan infantry in it. So overall, that brings the Carthaginian army to 358 points. When the other division come onto the table, I'll roll through what they've got. And I think we'll do that with yours, if that makes sense to you.
Yeah, as they come on, it's just easier that way, isn't it?
Yeah, so yeah, why don't we get stuck into it? So it's normal victory conditions on here, which is essentially until 2 divisions are broken. We will play to 6 turns. We'll roll for a 7th though, and if there's no clear winner by the end of it, i.e. someone's got more broken divisions than the other, we will just call it a draw. So let's get on with it. We are into the second battle of our Punic Wars, and it's the Romans to go first. Okay, so that's the end of the Roman command phase. I'll let Robin explain what's going on, explain what he's got in the army and what he's doing and which units are kept off the board. Robin?
So, cavalry came on, so they get their full move because they passed the order test. This is now a legal division, isn't it? Because we've done the extra...
I painted an extra unit last night.
Yep. So, 3 units of lights, and which are all now upgraded to elite and stubborn.
That's right, they are Tarentine
yeah.
cavalry, so all of Robin's light cavalry is elite and stubborn. But they've got a NAF save anyway.
Yeah, it's an interesting, like, how do you use them? Because you're elite, you suddenly think, oh, I'm going to charge them in, but actually they're not. Right, and then the 1 unit of heavies in there still. Or medium, sorry, aren't they? Medium.
That's those guys.
That's those guys with the 5.
These guys, yeah.
These guys on the flank here.
Yeah.
Oh, that's all right.
You meant to...
I have cheated. There we go.
There we go.
Then the main division with the general failed their roll, but they only come on 6, and it makes no difference.
And how did you do when you were rolling for his ability?
So he's now leadership 7. Didn't that happen last game as well? It might have done, actually.
I think he needs to stay as a 7 now. The incompetent console.
Yeah. Well, if he survives. Again, 2... how we refer them? Cohorts, blocks, whatever they are. So of Hastati, Principe, Triarii, and Velites. But the Hastati are now all upgraded.
The Hastati are now all tough fighters.
That's it, yep.
The Principe are all stubborn, and the Triarii are all valiant, and that's across the entire army, including the division that's off at the minute. And your total points value is 356. There's 2 points in it.
So I'm at a massive disadvantage. So if I lose, I can put it all down to 2 points.
It's like 1 elephant's ear.
I could have bought an extra Velite guy.
We could have
a single man.
What I can go and clip on off a spray. We can just have him down there. So you've got that massive division there.
I've kept my smaller Legion division off table in the hope that
they can come on at a critical moment.
Yeah.
You haven't got anything in range because it's an approach. You're approaching me, so it's now the Carthaginian turn. So let's get on with it. I wonder if I can send some elephants rampaging across the battlefield this time. Right, so there we are. The Carthaginians have been bold. So I started with this division here, and my first order was for this essentially what you can see here to move forward. I essentially wanted to send forward a skirmish screen of elephants. I know that sounds a bit silly, skirmishing with elephants, but yeah, if I can just smash the elephants into you early, then you've got to deal with those while the rest of the troops move up. So over here, I got 2 moves off, and these javelins and these archers have moved up along with that elephant. Unfortunately, rest of the division didn't move, and he was too far away to get a reroll from the general. Over here, paying for that leadership value of 9 on my general really paid off. So the skirmishers got 3 moves off, and so did the elephants. So they've gone straight there towards the cavalry. The important thing to remember is that cavalry lose charge bonuses against elephants.
And risk becoming disordered.
And yeah, that's going to be key. And then the rest of the division got 2 moves off as well, and I'm not bringing on my other division yet. So it's over into the shooting phase. So I think I've got some javelins and some slings and some archers that can do stuff. So should we start here?
Yep.
These javelins are going to hurl them at your light cavalry, who you have not put into open order, have you?
No, they're all formed up.
So I'm going to be rolling 2 dice, hitting on 4s. All right, 4s to hit. 1 hit, and you need a single save of 6.
I can read.
You're stubborn. Yeah.
Ah.
Almost regret doing that upgrade. The slings, who's the closest? Well, it's going to be like, should we just say it's that one in the middle?
Yeah, middle. Yep.
Okay, so they're going to be hitting. I'm not over 12, am I?
Nope.
Nope, so hitting on 4s. Nope. Archers here
are within 18 of.
But they're going to be at -1 because I'm over 12, so I'm going to be hitting on 5s. No. Okay, all right. Well, you know, we've got 1 hit that you saved. Okay, so that's it for me. Let's just go into the next Roman turn. End of Roman Command Phase 2. Robin, want to roll through it?
Yeah, so light cavalry, initiative charges, just I've seen your skirmishers off, I guess.
They're over here.
You've moved back, they've moved back. I'll throw some javelins. Then I failed a roll here. I wanted to start bringing my medium cavalry this way potentially, but over here, 1 move for this big block of troops, 2 moves for them. Yeah, I guess I've got to try and see the elephant off, and then figure out how to deal with the rest of your army when it comes up. And then I've just brought my reinforcements on, forgetting that you've got your own reinforcements. But I kind of felt, I was like, if I can bring them round here, maybe I can trap you there. And I remember that yours got to come on, and you could counter me potentially, or yours could come on somewhere else, or not come on, or not come on at all. So. Maybe I've gone too early, but we will see. I just think it might give you something else to think about.
Excellent. So we've got no melee.
No, but I've got a few pointy sticks I can throw at you.
Yeah? Where do you want to start throwing your pointy sticks?
Let's go here. Do we throw him at the elephant?
I think you have to. He's closest. Because in an open order unit, you measure from any point on the unit.
And he is very obnoxious.
He's the obnoxious elephant.
2.
So you're going to get 2 dice hitting on 4s.
Take that.
Okay, so it's a single save of... I can't remember. It's a save of 4. And that's a casualty. Have I got any rules in there? Is there any stubborn? No, just the rule elephant. So hang on a second, let me get a casualty. There you go. That's the first casualty of the game. Are you going to do the same?
Yeah, same thing there. 1 hit.
Another save of 4. Ugh. Another casualty.
I've just got over here my Velites.
Because all the Hastati have javelins as well, don't they?
Yeah, they're just only 6-inch range.
Right, okay. Oh, have we mentioned about the Triarii in their formation?
No.
Do you want to just... So, well, someone, I can't remember who it was, and I'll find a comment and put it up on the screen. But this chap very helpfully pointed out that in the rules, it does state that Triarii in battle line formation are deployed as this block rather than
I thought that was
line.
just something they'd done in the photos on the website to make it all fit in the picture.
So that's how Triarii deploy, and that's to reflect their smaller numbers, I guess, in the reality.
I assume it's just a way of having a smaller frontage without making them a tiny unit.
Because
I can't see any game mechanics to it other than just the space they take up.
I think that's pretty much
is the point.
Because I had this in the comments on our last game and in some of the other videos, which is there has been questions about the Triarii because they should be half the size. But if you make them a tiny unit by Hail Caesar standards, they're going to get one attack.
They're going to be so ineffective, they're not going to perform the role they did. And
the only other way to do it would be to double the size of the Hastati and Principe, which would give you a 1-to-1 ratio of men. I
think doing it this way means that they can. I assume it's to do with things like sprue layout and that as well, isn't it? They can produce the sprues how they're producing them with the equal numbers and that, and you still paint the same row bases, and then you just put them in front, and that makes sense.
It works. Yeah. So that's why they like that. Anyway,
it's a diagram rather than written, isn't it? That's the thing.
That was it. That's why we missed it. So back to the game. These veletates. My other Nelly.
Just the one.
Just the one. Okay. Saved.
That'll be it.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's all I can do.
Right then, Carthaginian turn 2. Let's see if we can get these elephants involved in some combat. Okay, so the Carthaginians have moved up. I decided not to bring on my reserve division yet. I want to see what Robin's going to do. Let him come down the board a little bit if he can. However, stuff did occur.
You're not letting me come down the board, though, are you?
Over here, my elephant charged on initiative and forced his light cavalry off to the edge of the table there. Not quite enough to get them off the edge of the table. My Spanish charged on initiative at his other light cavalry and pushed them back. So I'm just trying to keep this division from really doing anything. Over here, my skirmishers have moved up slightly, and so have these ones here. They're going to pelt these guys. Over here, which was quite cool, with my generals genuinely taking that 25-point upgrade to a 9. It doesn't seem like a lot.
It makes you so much more manoeuvrable.
Big difference, yep. So these two units about faced and have marched up the hill to confront the cohort or legion or whoever it is there. Now, I have my my Spanish taking the lead because they've got the Pila, and I have my phalanx of Libyan heavy infantry there for Robin to deal with. So I've kept my reserves off the board because I want to put them in where they're actually going to be needed. If they can actually hold those guys up for a while, I could bring them on here, whereas I could bring them on over here to support what's going on. Over here, my elephant, I decided not to charge on initiative because I didn't have enough movement to hit his Principe if he evaded. So I rolled for the charge and got 3 moves off. So Robin decided to stand and shoot with his veletates and didn't get a hit. My skirmishers have fanned out to start peppering that cohort essentially, or whatever it is, those maniples with missiles. Unfortunately, I failed in moving these, but that's not a big deal because they can move up and sort of plug the gap where needed. Robin won't have it that I'm saying this is skirmish screen because apparently an elephant can't be in skirmish screen. But he is sacrificing his veletates again.
They are only peasants, aren't they? So.
They are. I mean, yes. So, let's start with some shooting. Now, do my Spanish have javelins? So they have a short range, I believe, because they're armed with Pila, so
I believe
if they are, then I could lob some javelins at your veletates.
Yeah, short range 3.
Short range 3, okay, well they're going to hurl them at your veletates, who are Are they in open order?
Nope.
No. Okay. So, and they're not just skirmishers, are they? So it's just going to be 4s.
Yeah.
All right. 3 dice hitting on 4s. It's a break test and 1 save.
Oh.
So what do you need?
6.
Okay. So 1 casualty. Moving down the line, these guys will be out of range. However, these slings won't be, and I'm going to use them on that unit of light cavalry. Then you are in open order, so I'm going to be hitting on 5s.
Oh.
1 save of 6 and a break test. But you're stubborn. These guys have a javelin, don't they?
No.
I believe.
Oh, yeah. Last game we thought they had a bow, but it turned out they didn't.
No, I think they have a javelin.
Yes, I think they do.
So I think it's just a 1 dice shooting attack. But
yep.
Okay, well they're gonna. It's 6 inches, isn't it? So they'll hurl it at your medium cavalry. And this will be a 4. No. Finishing with that division now. It's just these guys. So javelins. We measured this, didn't we? So they are within range. So 6 inches, 2 dice. I hit on 4s. As Robin's just pointed out, he's formed heavy infantry to the front, so it's going to be 5s, which means... Oh, no, they were veletates before, so yeah, so 5s. Nope. Moving down the line, I've got my archers. They're going to fire, shoot at them. It's going to be the same, isn't it? 5s.
Yes.
No. Javelins will have to be at the Principe.
Yep.
And I think I'm going to get it on the side, because it's the middle of my unit onto there. So,
yep, so it doesn't count as formed.
So just 4s?
Yep.
No.
Well.
Okay, so break tests. So we put down these little green gems to show who needs a break test. So here you go, Robin. These veletates over here. Do you want to roll?
Yeah.
Okay, so straight up, isn't it?
That's good.
You're fine.
That's fine. And then my light cavalry there.
There. Yep.
Ooh.
What does a 6 do?
6 from shooting. Oh, retreat disordered. That's inconvenient.
Okay, but they are elite, so you can roll at the start of your next turn to
remove the disorder.
So retreat disordered. Are they off or are they on the edge? They're on the edge.
They are at the very cusp of the battle.
Oh, and they are now disordered. Excellent. Right, well, that means we're just on to combat, which is the elephants. So let's just work this out and we'll get on with it. Okay, so the elephants I've smashed into the veletates. I've got 4 dice. Robin, how many have you got?
I've got 3 dice.
Now, you're not in open order, are you?
No.
Open order troops would get +1 to hit elephants.
And if I'd upgraded my things, I'd be tough fighter as well. But they are basic.
Yeah, so you're just hitting on
4s for me.
And 3s for me, so I get +1 for charging.
Oh,
that's 3 hits. No hits.
It adds up to 4. That's 1 hit. 3 saves of 6. No.
So that's 3 casualties.
3 casualties. We may not even need the markers, to be honest. By the time I roll
I'll pop
the break
them
test.
down. Yeah. Let me just put those down for you. And then remember, the elephant's ability is that I can make Robin re-roll 1 of his dice on the break test if I don't like it. So Robin's lost to combat by 3, so he's 2d6 minus 3 for his break test.
Which dice would you like me to re-roll?
I think I'm fine. I think I'm fine with that. That's cool. Can elephants do a sweeping advance? They do. They count as cavalry, don't they?
Yeah, I think they do.
Oh, okay. Yep. All right. Well, yeah, we'll sort this out, and yeah, we'll come back to you in a second. So the elephants, because they count as cavalry, have made a sweeping advance into that unit of Principe. So again, I'm going to have 4 dice to hit, and they are hitting on 3s. Robin, what you got?
So I've got 5 dice with my Principes.
Yeah.
But with a manipular rule, I will be getting support from the Triari, which because you've bypassed my Hastati, which is a bit cheeky.
Yeah. Well, no, I think the Triari are better.
No, but you're meant to kill them Hastati first. The ones that.
So the Triari are going to give you 3 dice in support.
So and then we've upgraded these to stubborn, so I can re-roll my morale saves as well.
Yeah,
and you're going to be at -1 save because I've chucked a load of pilum at you on the way in.
That's not very nice. Right. So I'm hitting on 3s.
I'm hitting on 4s.
3 hits again.
2 from the Principes, and then just straight up 4s for the Triari, isn't it? Sporting. Oh, 1.
Okay, so they're heavy infantry, so you've got saves of 4. And you get to re-roll for
Yeah, for stubborn. Good. Reroll 1. Good.
3 casualties on the Principe. And my elephant took 3 hits. I'm at -1, so I've got saves of 5. Right, so the elephant needs 3 saves, but 2 of them were from...
The Principes with the pillar, so they'll be at -1, and then the other one is the supporting...
Triari.
Yeah.
So 2 saves of 5. No. And then 1 save of 4. Which I made.
It's enough to win the combat as well.
Yep. Okay, so Robin took 3 casualties. I took 2 casualties. Robin has lost to combat by 1. So he's rolling 2d6 -1. And I get to make that, get you re-roll a dice again. Oh, can you re-roll a 4?
No, it gives me a 7.
Oh, okay. I was trying to...
I know what you were trying to
Well, it gives you a 6, because it's -1.
Oh, -1, yes, because you're...
Retreat in good order, is it?
Give ground in good order with supports. So I'm coming back 6 inches.
So 6 inches with the supports. There's no one in the way, but their starty are going to stay there, because they're not...
Because they don't count as...
no, they're now...
do they?
Sort of broken that manipular formation a little bit. Are they now disordered, or is it just give ground?
No,
it was
good
good ground in
order.
good order. Okay,
Yeah.
and then sorry, and you've got some. The elephants can't sort of do any more, but they can just sort of do that. Excellent. Well, there we go. That is the end of the Carthaginian second turn. Let's have a look at what the Romans are going to do in response. Remember, all of Robin's troops are now on the board. I am pushing him back a fair bit. I've still got a division to come on at some point. So, thing is, I'm a bit worried about your flank up there.
Yeah, my only thing is that you've got very thin lines at the moment because of they're so far back. Maybe
I've watched films. Thin lines is the way to go, right? I've just got these are skirmishers. It's my skirmishing elephants. It's working.
True.
It is working. Right, let's see what the Romans will do. Well, the Romans have responded. From up here, it's a bit of a ragged battle line, really. Robin, where do you want to start? Why don't you talk us through what you did?
The cavalry division, which is a bit dispersed, I've charged the elephant. We've double-checked and I can't support with another open order unit, so they're just moving past. My heavy cavalry didn't make the charge to try and see if you're skirmishers. And I did manage to undisorder those using the elite rule, and they've just moved forward again. They're a distraction, I think, the cavalry now. I'm just keeping these units busy so I can focus over here on absolutely murdering your Spanish and your Libyans, hopefully.
Well, we should probably explain over here, because we've removed the casualty that the Spanish put on the Veletates, and that's because we think we messed up there. Now, the Spanish do have a short range value of 3, which is what you'd use for support, and they have Pila, so we just assumed they could throw those. We don't actually think you can, because being able to stand and shoot at someone...
And then have the -1 special rule for the save in the first turn seems very, very powerful.
Excessive. And all other units that do have double weapons, it says javelins on them of some description. So... while the Pila is a type of javelin,
Sorry, we think it's its own category, isn't it? It's you use the Pila in this specific way, and they give you this rule rather than using it as a stand and shoot reaction.
Which we think seems fair,
because it doesn't say in the Pila special rule section you can stand and shoot with them either.
No, and in the actual ranged attack section, it says javelin/thrown weapons. It doesn't say Pila. We're going to play it this way because otherwise, I'm taking a whole army of Spanish.
Yeah, and otherwise, if it doesn't say Pila, but it lists all the other things, their own thing. They've got their own special thing, and that makes the most sense to us.
Yeah.
Because I don't think anybody has Pila and javelins listed in any of the lists.
No, that's exactly what I was just looking at. They either have Pila or long spears. The Pila obviously give them the Pila rule, And then the long spears, they get a separate rule, which is obviously to do with the charging. So that's what we've done. So anyway, yeah, Robin's charged in there, so there's going to be a big mass combat.
There is.
And then over here...
So I've basically reformed that combat against the elephant, but this time I have the advantage because I've charged. Hopefully we'll see him off finally. And then just brought this unit along the flank. I'm wary of your off-table division, wherever or whatever they may be.
Yep.
But if I actually protect my flanks better by moving up and taking the ground, because then you can't.
I can't
come
use
on
it.
as much,
Yeah,
so-
I can't come on within 6 inches, so I can't. So I wouldn't be able to come on here. I'd have to sort of come on at the back and then over there. Although I've got some nice cover from a wood over there, which I can bring my division on behind to do something. So that's where we are. So it's over to shooting.
So I have a few little bits of
where do you
javelin
want to
chucking,
start?
won't I? Let's start with the velites. We'll have to be throwing against the. No, they won't.
Okay.
Let's start.
Yep.
With the javelins from the light cavalry. They're on 4.
So you are going to have 2 dice, aren't you?
Yep.
Hitting. I'm not heavy infantry. I'm medium
medium.
infantry. So what
Force.
do you need? Force.
No.
No.
They won't be able to use the heavy medium cavalry have javelins as well.
Spears and javelins. So yes, they can.
So you're in open order, so -1.
Yep.
No.
So 5s you needed.
They should be in range here. Yep. And again, you have to be in open order, don't you? Because hey, take that.
So single save. Oh, I might not even.
I don't think you have a save in your skirmishes.
Let's just double
it's a
check
dash.
quickly. Yep,
Dash.
0. So it'll just be a break test. Is that it? Is that that's all you're shooting?
Yep.
All right, so I might as well do the break test now. So just 2d6 straight. An 8 is fine. Let's stay where they are. Okay, so it's relatively straightforward for me. I have 6 attacks hitting on 4s. I'm armed with Peeler, so Robin's saves will be at -1. Robin, what have you got?
So I got 5 attacks from my Hastati, who this game have been upgraded to tough fighters. So they'll be re-rolling 1. And then 2 units in support, each giving... the Principes give 2 support, and 3 from the Triare, but obviously no bonuses or anything like that. However, I also have Peeler, so you're also going to be at -1.
God, this is going to be...
So I'm going to be on 5s, you're going to be on 6s?
For saves, yeah. Right then, let's get attacks rolled. You're looking for 3s with your Hastati and 4s with everything else. So Hastati first.
With tough fighter. Oh, there we go.
So 4.
That's when the proper boys get into combat. There you go.
Your Principe. So they're looking for 4s.
Another 1.
And the Triare.
They know what they're doing.
Okay, so that's 8 saves overall, I think. Okay, so I'm looking for 4s to hit. Just nice and simple. No fancy stuff. 4. Okay, so do you want to do your saves first because you've got less of them?
4 saves of 5?
4
normally. And
yep.
That was tough fighter. Did I re-
You did re-roll your
I
tough
did re-roll
fighter,
tough
yeah.
fighter, yeah. So 2 hits.
So 4 hits were from the Hastati, so I am saving on... Because I don't think you get the bonus from the Pelham thing on...
I don't think so either. I think...
No, because they're just supporting, they're not charging. So 4 saves of 5 against Hastati. So that's 1 casualty. 3 casualties, sorry. Then I might as well roll the other ones together. 4 saves of 5 against the other. No, that was 4 saves of 6. So that was 4 casualties, sorry.
Yeah.
The last one. Now this time I'm saving on 5s. So it's 2. So I've taken 6 casualties.
You're instantly shaken.
Okay, so I took 6 casualties and I'm shaken already, and Robin took 2, so I lost to combat by 4. So I'm taking a break test 2d6 -4. Here we go. 7 -4 is 3. Break is shaken, is it, Robin?
Break if shaken, otherwise give ground disordered.
Well, it's break if shaken, so they're gone.
Yep. So the Might of Rome is just going to stay there and
then just
stare
face
at
off against my scary phalanx.
Yeah, I'd forgotten that was a phalanx. Well, I guess if I can do the same again.
Yeah,
then.
okay. Well, which one do you want to do next?
Less confident about this combat.
Okay. So
However,
I get 4 dice with my elephant. You charged me, but cavalry lose their charging bonus against elephants.
I haven't rolled yet to see if I was disordered either.
Oh, how are you disordered?
1, 2, or 3 when I charge elephants with cavalry, because
Go for it.
I assume it's because I don't like the smell, but surely that should apply to your whole army.
Isn't that a thing about camels as well? Didn't they horses dislike? Anyway, so 1, 2, or 3, you're disordered.
Take that.
So I've got 4 dice hitting on 4s. You lost your charge bonus because cavalry, but they get a +1
for being open order.
Yeah, so you are hitting on 3s. How many attacks you got?
So I've got 5 attacks, and I'm still hitting on 3s because of open order.
Yeah, for light cavalry. Yeah. Go for it.
What do I have? Oh no, it's stubborn, isn't it?
Yeah, so 3.
Yeah, 3.
I'm hitting on 4s. 3 as well. You need 3 saves of 6, but you are stubborn.
Not going to be stubborn enough. No.
So 3 casualties, and I need 3 saves of 4. 2, so I took 1, so you've lost to combat by 2. So there we go. It's I put 3 on there. I took 1. So Robin's taking a break test 2d6 -2.
Because you're always another thing.
I'd like you to re-roll the 6, please.
Well, it's not going to get any better, is it?
A 5.
My -2.
Yep, so 3. You're not shaken yet, but it is cavalry.
3 is bad. They just break.
I like these elephants this time around. Okay, there wasn't anything to support. Have you lost another? No, you haven't, have you?
No,
where's the other? Oh, they're there. Okay, so no broken division yet. Only 1 more unit off of them, and then they'll be broken. No, it'd be 3. You've got to do more than half.
More than half.
Okay, this one?
Yeah, slightly more confident about this one versus the elephant.
Okay, well I get 4 attacks hitting on 4s.
So it's my Principes that are in.
So they get 5. And then the Triari give you 3, and the Hastati give you 2.
So these hit on 3s.
Mm-hmm.
3 hits. 2 from the Hastati. So they don't get their tough fighter because they're just support.
Yeah.
In the world. And 3 from the Triari.
1 as well. And I get 4 attacks hitting on 4s. Just the 1, so you need a single save of 4. Damn. I need 3 saves of 5 because of the peeler. So 3 casualties, and then I need 2 saves.
That's a 5.
Was it a 5?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It looked like a 4. The dot in the middle.
Getting worn. So now I need 2 saves of 4. Save both those. So I took 2 casualties. So I lost to combat by 2, so I am taking break test 2d6 -2. So cavalry break test essentially of 2d6 -2. 8.
Oh, 8 for cavalry. Give ground in good order together with supports.
Well, no one's supporting. So what we've got to do here, there's a chance that the elephant might stampede. So the first thing he does is he gives ground, which is 6 inches. So he's going to go back through the little gap.
About there, wasn't it?
And then if I roll a 1, he stampedes directly away from where he's going, and my general, my commander's there. So if I roll a 1, that elephant is going to stampede. No! Okay.
Remind me again how much
3d6. He goes,
how much you're enjoying your elephants this game?
Oh, well, I kind of... I think we have to roll for the commander on the thing to see what happens to
I'm
him.
enjoying your elephants immensely now.
3d6 inches.
3d6 as well.
Oh, no, you could go through my Spanish.
Yeah.
Come on.
Roll high.
Come on. 9. Well, he's gone through... I think we... right, hang on. 9. So he's gone. This is ridiculous. My general's going to get trampled to death by a stampeding elephant. And it turns around as well. So the elephant...
Oh, no, it gets worse. Once an elephant has stampeded, it's removed from the table as a casualty.
What? Okay. All right. So really, they're a glass cannon. Yeah. I think we need to roll for him. He's stampeded through that. I don't know if if that was ever the intended rule, but let's go to the commander section and roll and find out what happens to him. So we're not entirely sure if this can actually happen in the rules, but it's our game and it's hilarious.
And he's dead in the centre of where it would have. It's not even like it's just clipped him.
So this is insane. Right. So we're going to use the Rista commanders as if he had joined a unit that had been beaten. So on a 1 or 2, he's dead. 3 to 4, he's wounded. 5 to 6, he's unharmed. If he's wounded or unharmed, he's got to go and shelter in one of his friendly units. He's wounded. My commander's been wounded by a rampaging elephant. So he is going to retreat into that unit of Spanish. and then these are removed as a casualty. The fact that he is wounded now, he can no longer fight in hand-to-hand combat, so he can't join combats for the rest of the game. Also, annoying, as Robin pointed out, that is suitably disruptive because I'm now sort of out of command range of those, but it is my turn next. But yeah, I didn't see that one coming. What do you want to do with them? Are they going to, because you charge, so they could, I mean, they can consolidate, or are you just,
I'll just stay with you.
You're going to stay where you are?
Yep.
All right then, well, there we go. Are you pleased with how it's going?
Oh, I'm pleased with how your elephants. Actually, no, that was really good. I've taken the big Spanish unit off the board and got rid of the thing that was in the way.
Yeah, I think I need to actually think about bringing my unit on this turn. Right then, let's get into it. So the Carthaginians, they've done a fair bit. So over here, my Libyan veterans have charged into the Hastati, so there's going to be an interesting combat there. Robin's going to be getting a lot of dice, but I've got a lot of tricky special rules. Over here, I charged with my elephant, and Robin decided to stand and shoot because he thinks he's going to be better off.
Open order. Otherwise, it's got an elephant rampaging around the back.
Yeah.
No one wants an elephant in the backside.
Over here, I basically move my skirmishers along a little bit, and well, when you look at it with this other division, I've got a nice skirmish screen going on. And then I managed to get an amazing roll-off with these guys, the Spanish, who once those guys are engaged, have moved through the gap and are swinging round up there, which I don't think Robin's particularly pleased with. But we'll see how it goes. Over on this flank, the skirmishers have all moved along a little bit. Over here, another good roll. My Spanish got a charge off and just went rampaging into the Principe. Not so supported by the citizen infantry, who are just kind of hanging out a little bit.
Behind you.
I want to just go to see what's happened with that elephant. I have brought on my final division. Now, I decided to bring it in centrally, so I can peel off different parts of it to go and help where needed. If I bring it in over here and we do deal with that fairly quickly, I'm then quite far away from doing anything over there. So I've brought it on here. Now what we have some more Libyan heavy infantry here, who are also veterans. I also have some allied troops here, and I get to pick a special rule to go with those, so I'll do that in a minute. We have some medium cavalry here, or heavy cavalry, medium cavalry, heavy cavalry, I can't remember which one it is now, but they're there. And we have some Numidian light cavalry here that are winging their way off over there to assist. So let's have a look at the special rules, and I'll pick one for those for that unit of allies. So I've decided to take the brave rule, which is what I did last time. Essentially, they can do rally orders on themselves and don't need that from their commander, which is fairly helpful. So they're kind of marching their way through that little village there. Let's get on with some shooting, and I think it's just going to be along the skirmish line. So let's start just here. So I have slings, who are just going to have a go at your medium cavalry there. So 2 dice hitting on 4s. 2 hits and a break test. So what's your save?
5. The medium cavalry, so 5. Save 1.
Excellent. Javelins, 2 dice, also hitting on 4s. Another hit. Another casualty. Over here, these archers are going to fire at these Hastati. They're -1 to hit because they're firing at the front of heavy infantry, so I'm hitting on 5s. Nope. Javelins into the Principe, exactly the same, hitting on 5s. No. Just that break test then, so 2d6 straight. 4 on cavalry. I imagine you're going off somewhere. Let's have a quick look. Range attacks, what was the result of 4 on cavalry? Break if shaken or retreat disordered. So back they go. At least are they going to go through the... well,
they're in open order.
They're in open order, so they'll go through, so...
So 9 and I'm disordered.
Yeah, and they're not elite.
And they're not elite.
No, all your other cavalry are. Excellent. Okay, that's cool.
That's annoying, because that's some...
Right, so it's combat. We've got 3 combats to deal with. I think we'll start. I want to do the elephant first. I think that'll pave the way for how things are going to go. So the elephant is going to get 4 dice, and the elephant is going to be hitting on 3s. Your clash value is 5. and you get +1 to hit. So against elephants. So do we roll for disorder?
No, it's only for cavalry charge.
So you're hitting on freeze as well.
Yeah.
4. I need 4 saves of 4. Oh dear, that's I'm now shaken. You need 3 saves of 6, but you're stubborn.
Yeah.
I think I've lost a combat, whatever.
2.
Okay, so I'm probably going to regret this. I lost the combat by 2. I'm now very, very much shaken. So I'm 2d6 minus 2 for my break test. So yeah, let's see what happens. If I give ground, it's going to stampede again. I know it. I just need nice and high. 6 minus 3 is 4. It's going to be break of shaken, isn't it?
Break of shaken. Oh, no, 6 minus 2. Yeah, break of shaken.
So there we go, that's that elephant gone. Let me just get that sorted out. Okay, so that didn't quite go according to plan. I only have 2 regular units left in this division, the others are skirmishers. So if I lose either my Spanish or my Libyan veterans, then that division is going to be broken. So let's see what we're going to get. Now, my Libyan veterans have the motivated mercenary special rule. So the first time they are in a combat in a game, they get to add 1 to their clash value. So I've got 8 dice this turn. They're also tough fighters, and they have the phalanx rule, and they're elite. So this turn they get 8 dice, re-rolling 1, hitting on freeze. The phalanx rule means that when we're working out who's won the combat, we ignore the first 2 casualties. So essentially, Robin needs to win by at least 3 for me to have to take a break test unless we're both shaken. So I've got 8 dice hitting on freeze. Robin, your Hastati are going to have 5?
5 is sustained, yeah.
Yep, and they are, well, it's 5 on clash, isn't it? So, so you've got 5 dice hitting on freeze for them. You get 2 dice from the Principe hitting on 4s, and 3 dice from the Triari hitting on 4s. Right, so I am looking for freeze, and I get to reroll 1 for tough fighter. So I did 5.
Right, so 5 from the Hastati.
You're looking
tough fighter.
Yeah, you're looking for 4s, aren't you?
I am. So that's 3.
Yep.
Then I can roll the Triari and the Principe together, actually, can't I?
Yeah, you might as well.
So
Neither of them have got tough fighters or anything like that.
And these are hitting on 4s. 6 total.
So 6 altogether. Right, so I need 3 saves of 5 to start with because of the peeler. So 2 casualties so far, and then I need 3 saves of 4. So I took 4 casualties altogether. You need 5 saves of 4. No rerolls of any kind. 2. So you did 4, I did 2, but because the difference was only 2,
it counts as a draw.
It counts as a draw because of the phalanx rule. If you'd have done 1 more, then I'd be taking a break test. So even though the difference was 2, I think you would still...
You still take the break... So if I do 3, if I win by 3, you still take the break test at -3.
It's just that I don't take the break test until...
-1 or -2.
Yes. Yeah. So that is going to grind on into the next turn, but I've got 4 casualties on me and you've got 2 casualties on you, so you are now shaken.
Yeah, it's going to be all about shattering that unit.
Because the problem is now that you're shaken, you can't do the manipular... Oh, no, you can. It's if you're disordered, you can't.
Yeah.
Okay, brilliant. Right, well, let's get this sorted out and we'll go on to the next combat. Over on this side, it's time for this combat with the Spanish against these Principe. So the Spanish get 6 dice. I charged, so I'm hitting on freeze, and they've got the peeler rule, so his saves are at -1. Robin, what have you got for your Principe?
So 5 attacks with the peeler rule, and all my Principe are stubborn, aren't they? So I'll be re-rolling my saves that are slightly worse.
And then you've got Triari and support.
Triari and support, just giving 3.
Okay, right then. Hitting on freeze. 5 hits.
4s, please. It's not too bad.
4
hits. And then 3 from the Triari.
They're hitting on 4s.
5 hits.
Okay, so 4 of these I'm saving on 6s because of the peeler. None, so that's 4 casualties, and then 1
straight up.
Oh. No, so 5 casualties, whereas you now need 5 saves of 5. Re-rolling for stubborn. Oh, come on. So you took 1. So
You tried really hard.
I did. Okay, so I've taken 5 casualties, you've taken 1. I've lost the combat by 4, so let's just roll it. 2d6 minus 4.
So 11, so 7?
7, I think they're going to be alright.
Not going to be too bad. It might be retreat. It might be a choice, isn't it, I think?
7 I think is fine. I think it stands your ground.
No, 7 is give ground in good order with support.
Give ground in good order. Alright, okay, so they go back 6. You are victorious. Do you want to maintain contact?
I'll counter-charging next turn, won't I?
No.
No.
You get +1 for winning. So it doesn't matter. So you won't get you'll get +1 to hit, but you won't get the bonus from the peeler.
Because it won't
not
count
the
as
first
the first
round of combat.
No, I'll let you go then.
You're just going to let me go in and charge me, aren't you?
Yeah.
Okay, right. Well, I'll go back and then we'll just have a look at the battlefield. Okay, so there we are. That's the end of the Carthaginian turn. It's a bit up in the air at the minute. Robin's cavalry division up there is suffering a little bit.
There's a lot of undamaged stuff though as well.
There is a lot of undamaged stuff. Over here, there's quite a few casualties building. It's going to be interesting because obviously you've got these guys. So I guess you're going to want to finish them and then move because you're facing these.
Trouble is, I think finishing them, I'm going to be finishing them if I win, by shattering them, aren't they? Rather than which
by
can take
weight
longer.
of casualties. The thing is, next turn you're not getting the peeler bonus.
No.
Although you might get it from the other ones if you charge. Anyway, let's see what the Romans are going to do. Right, Robin, why don't you talk us through what's occurred? This is quite cool up here.
Yeah, so I've now got this defensive formation that I've formed. So, Manipula swap the... So they are actually touching... They're diagonal, aren't they? So swapped the Principes and the Hastati round, because they're not disordered, so I could do that. Broken the Triari off to come and face off the Spanish that were coming round into my flank and rear, and bought the Velitates round as well, as they'll be able to support if necessary.
And what are they?
And then from the cavalry division, light cavalry, I was actually going to go for the charge, but I didn't get enough orders. However, I can still throw things at you from behind. And then over here, I was again trying to get rid of your pesky skirmishers, just trying to drive them off.
Yeah.
Which I guess they've moved backwards.
You kind of shifted my line.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then over here, split off the Principes to attack the Spanish. Hopefully I can finish them, pin them against the woods and kill them. And I wanted the charge here, but didn't get enough moves, so the Hastati and Triari just moved forward, and then unfortunately I failed here.
So just another round of javelins to the face.
Yeah. So I've got a few things to chuck at you, and then some fighting.
So we got shooting. So where do you want to start?
Let's start here with the Velitates. So
those Velitates there hurling stuff at my Spanish, who are just medium infantry, so there's no modifier, so it's just 4s.
Take that.
2 saves of 5. Oh, 2 casualties. That's not very nice.
So 2 from the light cavalry. No modifiers or anything, is there?
No.
1.
So 5. Yep, saved.
Shooting in the rear doesn't make a difference, does it?
No.
Javelins from here.
Oh yes, then they can have to. Well, you can because they're all.
I'll go for the archers.
All right, so you're hitting on 5s because they're in open order. Oh, that's just 2 casualties because I don't have any saves.
They should be in range. Yeah, just
okay. So another 2 at them.
Yep,
hitting on 5s.
No saves again. Oh, and a break test.
Oh, okay. 1 casualty in a break test. So the break test straight away because there's nothing else to do, is there?
Nope.
Oh no! 3 for skirmishers. I think
that's got to be.
I think that might be a gone.
Even on ranged attacks, 3 is break.
3 is break, so they're gone. Those skirmishers, they didn't like that.
Interesting. A 4, because I don't use skirmishers that much in previous games, is they would be break if the unit has suffered any casualties, regardless of you wouldn't even have to be shaken. Okay, so it's time for this combat here. Now, even though I got, took quite a lot of casualties last time, I've obviously forced a draw, so there's no winning side.
So I've got 7 dice hitting on 4s, re-rolling 1 for Tough Fighter. Now, Robin charged me with his Principe. That's when you do Manipulator Swap, it counts as a charge. However, my long spears deny the charge bonus. So Robin's got 5 dice hitting on 4s,
Yep.
and then he's got 2 dice in support from Hastati, but hitting on 5s because they're shaken. Robin does still have Peeler with the Principe, so I'll be suffering -1 because it's the first round of their actual combat.
Yep.
So I'll be saving on 5s. So we got Robin. Do you want to go?
Yep.
It's your turn.
First 5 attacks. It was 4s, wasn't it? So
Yes.
4 hits.
God. Right.
And then
2
these
on
2
5s.
1 hit.
Wow. Okay, so I am hitting on 4s. Not anywhere near as good. 2.
Dear.
So you
I'll take
need
1,
2 saves of
4.
4, yeah.
And
Rerolling
I'm
1.
stubborn.
Oh, get out.
It's alright.
Get out. Get out. I need
4 saves at
4 saves of
5.
5, yeah. So 3 casualties, so that's
Actually
me
won the
shaken.
combat. Hallelujah.
And 1
more.
save of 4. Okay. So let's work this out. Okay, so I've lost the combat by 3, which puts me, I am now shaken because I've only got a stamina of 6, but I haven't got any supporting units to put that extra 1 onto in excess. So I'm rolling 2d6 -3. The phalanx rule is only sort of ignores the first 2. So yeah, 2d6.
Yeah, it doesn't reduce them, it just...
No. So it's 2d6 -3. Come on. 3. I break of shaken. Okay, off the Libyan veterans guide. I don't think they get valiant for their. That is now a broken division as well. So you've broken that division because the only non-skirmishing unit left is the Spanish, which is less than half of the original non-skirmishing units. So that unit is now going to have to try and exit the board. So currently I've got two fighting divisions. So you are technically winning.
Don't know if I feel like I'm winning.
Let me sort this out and we'll get on to the next combat. This combat next here, and it's my Spanish. I have 6 dice, and so I'm hitting on 4s. Robin?
So 5 dice with the Principes, hitting on 3s, but we both have Pillar, and I'm stubborn on top of these.
Right, let's see how this works out.
Possibly.
Okay, I'm looking for 4s. See, initially I thought that was really good, but it's just 3. So you need 3 saves of 5.
Rerolling 1.
Yep.
Oh, here we go.
Okay, so that's 3. You're now shaken, I think.
Yeah.
And I need what? 5 saves of 6. So I've taken 4.
So I won the combat by 1.
Okay, so I lost the combat by 1. We're both shaken. If I get a give ground result, I'm dead because I'll be giving ground into the trees. So 2d6 -1 for my break test. I think I'm giving ground. I think I'll break of shaken anyway, isn't it? 4 on infantry, so it's just break of shaken.
Yeah. Oh, you can say you gave ground and then I'd rain you down to
If you want to. If you pursue into it, I know you can't. Right, they're gone as well. Okay, so here's the state of the board. I'm in a little bit of trouble here.
Nothing in the middle.
There is nothing in the middle except lots of skirmishes. I need to really start getting rid of some of his units. So yeah, let's just go into the Carthaginian turn. Okay, so an important turn for the Carthaginians. What have I done? So that that division is broken. A unit that's surrounded will just kind of adopt a defensive posture and stay where it is. So they're just sitting there, the Spanish, and doing a bit of a last stand while the general watches on. Over here, the skirmishers have all pulled back. However, that's not a terrible thing because it's going to give them the chance to throw some javelins. Down here, the allies who've just turned up. The Numidian horsemen got an amazing run. They've trotted off around the table over here to start harassing things over there. They've got the Marauders rule, like all light cavalry, so they're going to, they're just going to be, they're fine doing their thing. The heavy cavalry, or the heavier cavalry, I think they're medium cavalry. I did want to do 3 moves and get a charge off. That didn't happen, so they've just kind of taken the centre ground and are facing off against these light cavalry here. And then over here, I've got an amazing roll-off with the Italian allies who have gone rampaging up the hill to their deaths into that combat there. So that's interesting.
It must be someone, the Etruscans or someone that hates the Romans and
just really doesn't like them very much.
Brutii.
But nicely, I've got another phalanx of veterans that are coming up the hill afterwards. So if I can just hold off for one turn,
you can tell they're veteran because they're not too excited to get into the combat.
Yeah, they're watching. Yeah, they're waiting to see.
We'll get there in a minute.
Over here, all I've done is pull back because I realise that if I lose one more unit from this division, they're also broken and it hands Robin victory. So discretion being the better part of valour here. It's been a very mobile battle. Yeah. Let's do some shooting. I have nothing to shoot over here. So it starts at the slingers, who are going to have a go at your light cavalry. And I think they're just hitting on 4s. No, they're hitting on 5s because you're in open order. So yeah, hitting on 5s. Yes, 2 hits and a break test.
Bit late for that now. 6s for them, isn't it?
Yeah, you get to re-roll for stubborn though. 1, 2. So 1 save and a break test. Next up, the archers right next to them, because they're in open order, can shoot in any direction. So yeah, just hitting on 5s. Just hurl them at them instead. Another save.
Nope.
But stubborn again.
Haven't I already?
No, you stays each time.
Oh.
That's
what you get for being honest.
Over here, my Numidian horsemen are going to hurl...
do they not get?
Oh, no, they do have javelins, thank you. Well, yeah, it's the same... They're the same division, so we'll do it at the same time. These guys are going to hurl their javelins at your light cavalry, hitting on 5s. It's 1 hit. No, but you're stubborn. Oh, my God! My Numidian horsemen here are going to hurl some javelins at your Hastati and hope that I get a disorder. Or miss entirely.
You did not.
So you've just got to take a break test for your lights. So it's just 2d6 straight, isn't it? What's that?
Oh, 7, but I am cavalry.
Retreating good order?
Probably something like that, isn't it? Yep, retreating good order. All they've done is back and forth.
Back up the hill they go. Well, let's see them off a little bit. So now it's just melee, and there's only one melee to do. It's the one that everyone's talking about. It's the Italian allies versus your Principe. So the Italian allies are medium infantry, so they have 6 dice, I think. Let's just check. Yeah, medium infantry, they have a clash of 6. I took the brave rule, which is where they call it self-rallying. So I've just got 6 dice hitting on 3s. What have your Principe got?
So I've got 5 dice hitting on 4s, but with the Pilau,
yeah.
Pillar rule, and then 2 in support from the Hastati.
But they're hitting on 5s because they're shaken.
Yep.
All right, here we go. Looking for 3s. All but 1. And so here you're hitting on 4s. And then you've got to hit on 5s. So I've got 3 saves saving on 6 because of the Pila. Oh, 2 casualties. And then 1 dice saving on a 5. So just 2 casualties. You have 5 dice saving on 4s.
I'm stubborn.
You are. 2 casualties as well.
So it's a draw.
So it's an absolute draw.
I haven't taken any casualties already. So
there we go. That's 2 apiece, and the Carthaginians are holding them up for the next turn, when hopefully these guys will come charging up the hill. That's it. That's it for the Carthaginian turn 4. Let's go into Roman turn 5. This could be the critical turn. Right, Robin, what did you do?
Over here, I've charged the Spanish with the Veletates in support of the Triari. That's it. I know there's part of a broken division, but there's still a unit that I can destroy. Then with my cavalry division, a bit all over the place.
Where'd they go?
So they initiative moved over here.
Yep.
Just chuck some spears at you. My plan was, where have they gone? My heavy cavalry were going to charge into your cavalry. However, they blundered and just drifted off to the right instead. A bit frustrating.
Inconvenient.
Because being able to hold them up would have been good. And then over in the big infantry division with the general, I've advanced towards you.
Well, you blundered again first. Let me just add that in there before we skip over.
Yeah, so I blundered but used the general's reroll. I was tempted to leave it and hope for the wild advance, but I needed to move other stuff as well. And then I've basically this block of maniples has marched as far as it can forward, dropping some Hastati off on the way to get rid of the pesky skirmishers.
You kind of like started out split, like and you've just kind of reformed right at the point here where my citizen levy are really regretting their decisions.
Yeah, they're looking at return boat tickets off of Sicily now.
Yeah, it's all right. So shooting, I've got
a little bit
javelins.
Literally that'll just be it. I think.
Just because your velites. Well, no, your velites are supporting, so they
yes,
can.
They can.
So you're going to get 2 dice on 4s. I regret saying that. I'm saving on 5s. Hey!
2 here hitting on 4. They're heavy infantry.
Heavy infantry, so finally hitting on 5s.
Yeah.
Hey.
And then
it's annoying, isn't it? Yes. Yeah. Yes, it is. So combat, which one do you want to do first? We got the one with the archers.
Let's do this one here.
The archers.
Pesky archers.
I get 2 dice, and I'm hitting on 4s.
5, and I've got tough fighter.
Oh, but I'm open order, so you're -1.
Oh, for God's sake.
So you're hitting on 4s.
It's because you're so beneath me.
Hitting on 4s. You need 2 saves of 4. I don't have a save, so it's just it's
a draw.
It's a draw.
Oh, you're shaken at least.
I'm shaken, but I think that means I've got to take a break test because I'm shaken and it's a draw. So I've got to take a break test, but just flat rate. 6 on skirmishers.
I think though, because you've taken some casualties.
I think they're going.
6 for skirmishers. Yeah, break.
Oh, they don't deserve to. Right, back to the real combats. Which one do you want to do first?
Let's take out the Spanish.
All right. Well, I've got 6 dice, and they are hitting on 4s. But remember, I've got Pila.
All right. So I've got. Oh, what did the Triari get?
They got long spears. So you just cancel my charge bonus, of which I have none.
Is it still 5? I assume it's still 5.
It is. Let me have a look very quickly. Triarii or Triari. You get 5 dice. You're drilled, elite, manipular, and stubborn. So you're stubborn, but nothing bonus to hits. You've got 5 dice hitting on 4
and then I assume
3s.
2 for the.
For the velitates are 2. Yeah. Yeah. 5 on
3s.
Yeah.
4 from them.
Okay.
And then on nothing from there.
Okay. I have 6 hitting on 4s.
2?
Yeah, 2.
I don't have Pila, do I?
No, but I do. So you've got 2 saves of 5. But you're stubborn. No. Behave. And I'm saving on 5s. So I took 2 casualties. So I lost by 2. 2d6 minus 2. 4. I'm not shaken or anything.
No. So you probably give ground disordered.
Give ground disordered? Okay, if you could shift them back. Are you going to make advance and maintain contact?
No. Because you can't charge me anyway.
No.
And ignoring that, even if you're not disordered, you can't charge me.
No, because I'm in broker division. I was hoping you were going to take the bait. Okay, so it's this one here. We've got the brave Italian allies. It was a draw last time.
Yes.
So we're both hitting on 4s. So I've got 6 dice hitting on 4s.
I've got 5 and 2.
You got...
But two hitting on 5s because of shaken.
Right then. So, yeah, you go first.
So these are on 4s. They're stubborn, aren't they? So nothing.
Yeah, right. And then you've got your Hastati. Just a 2. Right, I'm hitting on 4s. Oh. Just a 2 as well.
I'm saving on 4s.
Yeah, 2 saves of 4.
I'm stubborn, aren't I?
Yeah. And I need 2 saves of 5. So I lost by 1. 2d6 minus 1. Oh, 3. I think they're going to be... I don't think they're destroyed because they're not shaken. So I think they're going to be retreat disordered.
Yeah,
give ground disordered. Are you going to maintain contact? Because they're not a broken division. Because if you don't, I'm going to charge you.
No, you won't be able to. You're disordered.
Oh yeah, that's true. So it's up to you?
No.
No, you're not.
No.
You're not going to pursue me?
No.
All right, hang on a second. Right, there we go then. That is the end of Carthaginian... No. Roman turn 5. It's a Carthaginian turn. Well, I'm not entirely sure what I'm going to do. I might have to do all or nothing. Okay, so that's the end of the Carthaginian movement. There's been some charging, and there's been some retreating down here from leftover units from that broken division.
I did some retreating as well.
You did some retreating after my phalanx decided to charge your light cavalry. It's kind of like they come forward, like, go away, just leave me alone. These guys, obviously disordered, can't do anything. If there's another round of combat, if there's another turn in the game, then they might get to do something. Over here, my medium cavalry have charged this unit of Hastati in the flank, and the commander's gone with them for good measure. Ideally what I want to do is get through them and then just sweep along the back here. Over here, the Numidians have gone round the side of the wood to just try and put one casualty or just cause a break test on that shaken unit. And down here, it's an all or nothing, because if I don't charge him, he's going to charge me. So all of the citizen levy have gone into them. The commander can't join because he was wounded, so he's gone along to have a good look. So we shall see. These guys aren't supporting the Romans, but they have got the Triarii there who are helping. So he's going to have 8 attacks against my sort of 9. So we'll just see how it goes. So let's look at shooting. I don't think there's going to be a great deal. In fact, there's none over here. The slings are out of range. The bows are dead. You just killed them.
Just javelins.
So yeah, just javelins from the Numidians who are going to be hitting on 4s. And in fact, no, it won't be 5s. It's going to be the front. 5s. Oh, 2 5s. No break test though.
I am tough.
But if you go in excess,
sorry, stubborn. Sorry,
yeah.
Oh, I'm going to be failing.
So stubborn, you re-roll that one.
On 4s, aren't I?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, so you saved them anyway. Yeah. So it's combat. Let's work out this combat here. So your Hastati, when they're fighting, you can only put half your dice to the flank, rounded up, so you're going to get 3. But you're at -1 to hit when you're fighting to the flank. So you're going to be hitting on 5s.
I still get PL rule, special rule as far as I can understand.
Or is that to the front? I think that might be only if you're attacked to the front. My Libby Phoenician cavalry gets 6 on the clash, and the commanders that we're using at the moment all +2. So they're rolling 8 dice. So sorry, yeah, is it to the front?
Yeah, so it is only to the front. So
okay, cool. So I don't suffer that annoying minus. So 8 dice hitting on 3s for me. That's not good. That's 4 hits. You can roll a maximum of 3 dice. And you hit with all of them. Okay, so I've got 3 saves of 5. I've taken 2 casualties. You need 4 saves of 4. What? I can't believe it. 4 saves. Oh, 3. No. Right, so I lost by 1. You need to roll to see if my commander was one of the casualties. So 2d6 plus 2. Is it more than 12? No. So I lost by 1. I'm going to do 2d6 minus 1. Oh my god. 3 dice on the...
Should have just taken all skirmishing bowmen.
What, my skirmishing elephants back?
Was it 3? What did you get?
So
3,
just 3 on cavalry.
There's only one word written.
What, gone?
Break.
By break, great. So he's in there as well. So you roll a, or do I roll a d6? I can't remember.
You roll because
I roll a d6.
A 1 is bad. So
okay, and he's been slain. So much for the major offensive. So he's been killed. So
you get to roll for another commander coming.
Another commander. No, so another commander appears within 12 inches of where he went down, but a 1 less strategy rating.
Is there anyway?
So he's just going to reappear there as a strategy rating of 7. He's suddenly been promoted. They've just pushed him out of the ranks.
I always just imagine it like a caterpillar just coming, like unzips and just steps out.
Yeah. Let's just do this one and get this over with. So the citizen levy get 6 dice. And then 3 in support. So I've got 6 dice hitting on 3s to start with, then 3 dice hitting on 4s in support. You've got Hastati, which
5 dice.
Hitting on
Fours
fours.
for
And
tough
then,
fighter.
yeah, and then 3 in support from
And
Triarii.
I have Pillar as well, because first round of combat.
Yeah, and I'll be saving on 6s. But I'm not going to need that because I'm going to smash through everything.
You haven't got any special weapon?
No, I'm just Levy. Here we go. Looking for 3s. Yeah, it's 4 there, and then the supporting unit. Oh, 2. So 6 overall. No dear. So 4.
And with the Triarii.
Oh no. So 4. So 4 saves for me of 6. So 3 casualties, and you need 6 saves of 4.
3.
3.
That draw?
So a draw. Absolute draw. Okay. Right, we'll put that down and yeah, the table worked out. Okay, so that's the end of my turn. It's not looking good. That disorder comes off. Let's see what the Romans are going to do to mop this up. I think these citizen levy over here are dead, but let's see what happens. Okay, so here we go. Robin, I mean, where do you want to start?
So, over on the hill, I've charged down the hill at your Italians, and then rallied off this unit here just for neatness, really. We're Roman, we like, neatness and order. And then over here, charged again. Again, they're no threat, but they're in the front.
Yep.
Cavalry, they're just kind of, they're back to where they've been about 4 times this game. Yep. And that's it. If I could reach you, I'd have charged you, but I didn't. And then over here, I think this is my attempt to win the game now. So
my attempt failed. Yes.
I've brought in the Principes and Triarii in the flank of the unit at the front, so that you're now having to fight on multiple places. And I've put the general in as well,
just for the hell of it. I mean, he might die. Let's just crack on.
Well, he's not a very good general. he's not a very good general. So if he does die, actually,
he's done a favour.
That benefits everyone. Right.
So shooting, you've just got the light cavalry.
Yeah.
No, they can't shoot because I'm in combat. Right. Okay.
So nothing there.
Nothing there. So nothing.
No shooting.
No shooting. Just one. Should we do the massive combat?
Yeah, let's do that.
Right, I feel my dice are going to be easier. So I get 6 attacks from the front unit and 3 in support. I've been attacked in the side. So I've got 3 dice I'm going to put fighting your Hastati. I've got the 3 dice in support, and I'm going to put 3 dice to my flank, because you can put up to half to fight your Principe. That's it. That's it for me. Let's work this out.
So they get 5 dice.
It was a draw last time, wasn't it?
Yep.
So you've got 3 dice hitting on 4s from them.
Oh yes.
5 dice, sorry.
Yeah.
5 dice hitting on 4s from them.
And
3 dice
in support from the...
Also hitting on 4s. 5 dice hitting on 3s from them.
Yep.
And 3 dice hitting on 4s from them.
And 2 dice from the general.
And then these guys get the peeler bonus, but no one else does. So we're going to really have to keep track of who's done what. So do you want to start with your Hastati first? The previous Hastati unit. Hitting on 4s.
Tough fighter with Hastati, isn't it? So
yep.
Reroll 1.
So 3. And then they've got 3 in support, hitting on 5s from the Triarii. 2 more.
Why are they hitting on 5s?
Then I don't know why, but
I knew what you meant.
I can't know what I meant.
It's because they're not affecting the saves.
Yeah.
Right. Then in the flank,
you've got your Principe who are hitting on 3s because they charged.
And they're Principes and thing from them.
So
they've got Pillar.
So what did they hit? 3 hits, yeah?
Yep. And then 3 from the Triarii.
Yep.
4s.
1 more.
And then 2 more from the general.
Yep. Oh, he was, yeah, that's fine. Yeah, cool. Okay, so overall you did 10. Okay, so my first 3 against a Hastati, hit on 5s, that's 1. The supporting 3 attacks aren't affected by the flank attacks, they're hitting on 4s, that's 3. And then the 3 at the Principe that attacked them in the side, because he's also hitting on 5s. So none. Okay, so I don't know if you want to do your saves first. Actually, shall I do mine?
I'll do mine.
So you've got 4 saves of 4 to make.
Are they all in the same?
Yeah, 4 saves of 4 and that on the front unit of Hastati.
Oh.
Ooh, 4 casualties. Is that shattered them? No. No, damn. Okay, so you've got 4 casualties on the front unit. Now, so 5 straight up saves from the front attack, basically. So saving on 5s. Took 3 casualties for that. Now I've got 3 to save with a Pelham.
Yep.
So these are saving on 6s. Nope, so that's another 3. And then finally 2 to save on 5s. I took another 1. So how many casualties have I taken?
7.
7 plus 3 is 10. That hasn't shattered.
Excess spill over, don't they?
To support, yes. So I've taken 7. That's not enough to shatter me. Which means that 3 go onto here and 4 are going to go onto there. And I'm taking how many casualties did I do on you? I did 4.
Yeah.
So I'm testing 2d6 minus 3. Although before we do that, we're going to see if anything happens to your general. So 2d6 plus 2.
No.
Nope. Okay, so it's 2d6 minus 3 for the final 3. I'm very shaken.
Yeah, you are. Break if shaken.
Okay.
And actually, so
their break is shaken.
Oh no, the back unit isn't shaken, is it?
Yeah, but I have to test for them because they were supporting.
Unmodified.
Unmodified, yeah. Oh, they just stood their ground. However, that division is broken.
So they stood their ground. So actually, you just died against your own ship.
Essentially, yeah, they just pushed them forward. But that's it. That's 2 divisions broken. That division's broken. That one's broken. There's no point in doing all these combats. Okay, so that is the end of the battle. Quite a convincing Roman victory, but very back and forth. What would have happened here is because Robin took 4 casualties on this unit, and he was already 1 off his stamina. They would have gone to 4, and then the remaining 3 would have gone to those supports there. So there, again, as before, there is a big spread of casualties on the Romans. Just not able to get that sort of foothold. How did you find it? It's a bit different this time, even though same result. Roman
same
victory.
result. Again, only lost 2 units, and nothing.
You had to add that.
Nothing happened. It was all on the flanks, wasn't it? Because I came on the side, and then your threat of your reserve coming on maybe made me stick to that side a bit more to try and protect it.
I mean, I will. I mean, you had some amazing rolls. You
really
amazing rolls.
Elephants were definitely more effective this time.
I think they just having them out in front with the skirmishers helped a big deal.
I think you send them out first,
and then see what happens. They stalled your advance.
They're a bit glass cannon, aren't they? Because they're not open units.
He trampled my general.
He did trample me, but I think the fact they're not open units, they're battle units. I can't ignore them.
No,
because the proximity rule means I have to actually do something about them.
I think what I'm going to do is go away and have a little think. No, I just want to. I think reorganising the Carthaginian divisions a little bit because we were using the same ones. I think maybe bringing, for example, the Libyan heavy infantry together into the same division, maybe with the citizen levy and having a big block of infantry.
A bit like how we've got this big Roman infantry division, which is really hard to. Well, you're not going to break that division, are you?
But then also, breaking that division, you've got to destroy 4 units, whereas that's not going to happen on anything else. So yeah. Anyway, guys, there we are. I hope you enjoyed it. Another epic game. I'm going to keep on painting and adding to it, and next time I think we might try and do something more objective based, rather than sort of a general battle where it's broken divisions where we've got victory points in it. Now we've gotten used to it. It's definitely a different feel. I will win a game this year. The
Romans keep winning, but for myself personally, I actually bought a Carthaginian box.
Yeah. Well, that's going to be the annoying thing, which is if I take the Romans in the next game and then you beat me as the Carthaginians, I think I'm just going to sack it off.
Then I'll win the Ancients.
Then you just win Ancients, and we don't play it ever again. We go back to the Wars of the Roses and get the cannons out. No, there we go. Anyway, guys, hope you enjoyed it. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you guys all again in the next one. See you later.